Viewers like you make this program possible. Support your local PBS station.
Hello, I'm Audra McDonald, and welcome to In the Making, a new series of documentary films on emerging cultural icons. I remember my first time standing on a Broadway stage. The lights felt too bright, the audience too far away, my stomach in knots. But when the first note came out, the nerves faded away, and I felt the energy of not only those in the room, but those who had stood on the stage before me. This series offers a behind-the-scenes look at tomorrow's masters in the making. Like me, these artists have inherited rich cultural legacies and are now reimagining them on stage. Two women redefining their craft are Janae Bridges and Rissi Palmer. Country music sensation Rissi Palmer has performed on the Grand Ole Opry stage, but she has had to kick down a lot of doors to get there.
Like a natural wonder, I'm built to stay.
Through her resilience as a singer, songwriter, and mother, and by lifting up other country musicians of color, Palmer has charted her own path to success on the international stage. On the opera stage, mezzo-soprano Janae Bridges had just achieved a major milestone, a debut performance at the Metropolitan Opera, when the COVID-19 pandemic shut our stages down. But as the world also reckoned with the death of George Floyd, Janae Bridges re-emerged as one of the most significant voices in opera, singing truth to power with a formidable new work. Two women who are masters in the making, breaking barriers and opening doors for other artists not only here, in America, but around the world. This is In the Making.
Hello.
You ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm about to go on in about 6 minutes, so I just wanted to call you and say I'm ready.
That look. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've not worn this one.
Let me see it, Carrie. Move back. Oh, my goodness. Look at that pink, your pink lips. You are fabulous.
Thank you. I needed to hear it from my mama.
Did you do your makeup?
Mm-hmm.
You did that pink. That pink is gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous.
I actually have to go. I gotta go. They're knocking.
All right, go. Love you. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. Love you too. Say a prayer for me.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this exciting event. To those of you who may have been on another planet recently, tonight won a Grammy a week ago. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce Janae Bridges.
To a lover of the opera, there is nothing more glamorous or exciting than the opening of the Met. The glitter of the upper strata of society as they dismount from their shiny black chariots, sometimes known as limousines, adds to the air of electricity that surrounds a formal opening night of grand opera.
It's really an exciting time in opera. There are a lot of new works being done by new voices, especially that are not afraid to tackle difficult subjects. And a lot of our stories have been silenced. There are many Black opera singers and opera singers of color out there, and it's a matter of creating space. Opera's incredible. It's a culmination of every emotion being expressed and poured out through the unamplified voice. For me, it's my best way of communication.
It didn't quite get to the small spot. Just go back and forth, invert the. You know what actually works, I think, because you seemed like you had a lot of breath left, and it was the rapidity of the breath in the 16th together.
Totally. Singing a full opera, which can last anywhere from 2 hours, an hour and a half, which is on the shorter side, up to 6 hours. If you're singing Wagner, for instance, it is much like running a marathon.
I'm sorry, I hope I'm not doing something I should do.
And that's why I
Compare
brought
this
that
to the
down
wall.
here.
Yeah!
That's it.
The piano liked it too, huh?
Yeah, I heard that. I make ugly noises in the practice room, finding what works best with my instrument, with my body, my voice. When you get out on the stage, the goal is for all of that work to come into play, and the audience just never know.
But this was,
I know.
that's okay.
I
In
tried.
oak barrel, the slats
Yeah.
bursting. Because the water is so much the slats, you see the slats stretching.
The human voice is very internal. Sometimes it can actually be frustrating because you can't see what's going on in there. It's all based on feeling.
You want to try it without a breath and just be like,
Let's try
I'm
it.
going, I'm going,
Let's
I'm
try it.
going, right there, and. One thing taking away the breath has the advantage of doing is it prevents you from overblowing.
Your emotional state affects the voice. What you put into your body affects the voice. Your daily lifestyle. So it's a very sensitive and demanding instrument. Everything that I do revolves around these two little chords. It's a very peculiar existence, I would say. People always ask me, what do you do after you wear a gown? And they're here. I actually wanted to sell some and give away a few, and I still might, but my mom is so funny, and she's like, no, we have to save every gown for the archives one day when you have your museum. So my mom thinks big, and I appreciate it. So yeah, these are, all of my gowns, and I can think of every performance where I wore them, and it brings back memories, and actually sometimes it's very emotional. Singing has always been integral in my life. From a very young age, I can remember Motown in my ears. My parents, they are Motown lovers. I'm from Lakewood, Washington, about 45 minutes south of Seattle. 2 parents, 3 siblings. I fall somewhat in the middle. I'm the 3rd child, so I definitely kind of had middle child syndrome. My mother is a great appreciator of music, but my dad, I would say I get my musical genes from him. He sings in the church choir, actually, to this day. I grew up in the AME denomination, African Methodist Episcopal, and hymns are a huge part of the service. And hymns are actually very operatic. So this classical sound was always in my ear from a very young age. My first introduction to opera was actually through my late godfather, Dr. Edward Williams, and he used to play classical music all the time in his car. And I didn't really know what it was that I was listening to, but I knew it was out of this world, unearthly. He took me to my first opera at Seattle Opera. I was very young. I sort of don't remember the details, but I remember feeling like I was in a different world. And I remember just thinking about it, thinking about this feeling. And that felt really magical. I can remember wanting to sing Carmen since I took my very first voice lesson. And it's now one of the staple roles in my repertoire. I couldn't have done this 10 years ago because it's a very vocally demanding role. Also characteristically, it's quite demanding. I didn't have enough life in me yet. Now I'm at a point where I can sing Carmen, and it's like, yes, I finally reached, this point. So it's exciting, evolving into this new dramatic repertoire and unlocking new places and new doors in my voice.
This really historic production here. It's so beautiful to behold this marriage of this staging and this music.
I am channeling every queen with this role. Nefertiti was a big icon in my household. And so making my Met debut in this iconic role feels really just so right.
Some people refer to you as the Beyoncé of opera, playing a legendary queen. But to be sure, there is no other Janae Bridges. I mean, you don't need another title as well.
I just made my Metropolitan Opera debut. I sang the role of Queen Nefertiti in Philip Glass's Akhenaten. I was in the middle of a run at Washington National Opera singing one of my favorite roles, Delilah in Samson and Delilah, in a beautiful new production. We were 3 shows in, and we had to cancel. "2020 was catastrophic on so many levels, and it was just cancellation after cancellation. Financially, it was a huge hit. Every artist immediately felt it. And then I just got really depressed because this thing was not ending. And the murder of George Floyd, I just felt, I felt hopeless, if I'm honest. And I felt like, what am I doing? Like, what? I even questioned singing.
Genius draws no color line. Miss Marian Anderson. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet love.
I think of the shoulders I stand upon. All of the African American opera singers that went through so much adversity and brought so many audiences joy and hope, and audiences that didn't like them. Yet they were able to break through those barriers and use their voice. Denise Graves really exposed me to the idea that as a Black woman, being an opera singer is possible. It blew my mind. There are many that came before her. I stand on their shoulders as well. Leontine Price, Jessie Norman, Kathleen Battle, Florence Quivar, Simon Estes, Shirley Verrett, George Shirley. I mean, the list goes on and on. I channel all of them. So when I think of, giving up, it happens rarely, but it does happen. And I think of what they've gone through and what roads they've paved and mapped and what doors they've opened so that I can be here today doing what I love. A Knee on the Neck is a large choral work surrounding the life of George Floyd and others lost on account of police brutality. The piece was written by Adolphus Hale Stork.
We could form a more perfect union.
With a libretto by Dr. Herbert Martin.
It was the underpinning of that horror that I was watching being televised.
They tell you they are the law at that moment.
It's hard. There were times when I was learning the piece where I just had to stop singing and cry.
Should we do 4 measures? 95, 2, 3, and yo, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So let's go back so we were a little bit more together.
Okay.
So get off of this on 3.
Yes, sorry.
3.
This is my command.
My 2 commandments.
Okay,
Let's just take a look at the beginning.
Okay. That's why we rehearse.
By the way, your voice is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I've heard it on, media and stuff, but...
Wow, thank you, maestro. I
think
I will stand.
If you ever want to do anything again, let me know.
I feel like I messed up so many times, I got it now.
Okay, so let's go in the jail.
In the jail I do not know what I will find.
Yeah, but in tempo slowly.
Oh, I'm rushing it.
Yeah. 16th note's very slow. Yeah. So for now, let's plow ahead.
Take by multiple.
Okay, there we go.
Good, you're good.
Also, you too.
Awesome.
I love it.
When did you know that your artistry was enough? I understand, we have people that are coming and saying all of these different things, but when do you just okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And yeah.
I've always known where my strengths lie and where my weaknesses lie. For instance, like I always knew that singing long lines was one of my strengths. Coloratura? Not necessarily. I think you just have to really know yourself. And that takes time, but try things, you know? Don't be afraid to try things.
Why opera specifically, and like those moments where you feel like you don't want to do the art form anymore? What drives you to keep on going doing this?
I just see the effect that it has on people, and I really enjoy that, and it makes me feel like I'm making a difference, you know, in somebody's life and in the world, and breaking down, you know, stereotypes and all that. I also just love the challenge of it, and burnout is real. I've experienced it, and I really actually didn't enjoy singing, but it was totally preventable. I mean, a lot of things you just learn by doing and experiencing, but you deserve breaks, you know? I can confidently say that I have not had a quote unquote normal life. I mean, I watch my friends that I grew up with. They're all married and they have children, and they have a stability in their life that, as an opera singer, is more rare. With relationships, I'm single, ready to mingle. Just saying. Right now, I don't have any children, and my career is my baby, you know? So it's like, right now, it comes first. And it's not always easy for people to accept that. It's tough. I'm essentially moving every few months to a new location and making a home wherever I am. Opera singers are truly nomads.
So you're gonna cook for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook.
Absolute treat.
What is this little pouch of spices?
Yeah.
It's a pouch of spices, and it's my travel pouch, because I was like, I can't keep buying spices. They're so expensive.
They
to buy
are.
on the road, and then I have all these spices, and I have to leave them. So I'm figuring out my regimen and like what works. But this is actually like really cool because I'm always cooking for myself, and I'm alone. So it's nice to have family.
Well, we love when you cook for us. That summer looks good. A little piece of home. I need to read this about my sister.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yes.
Don't make her cry.
And this is, ooh, don't cry. So it says, in the midst of the worldwide pandemic, she emerged as a leading figure in classical music's shift toward conversations of inclusion and racial justice in the performing arts. That's deep.
All of the panels that I've been, you know, a part of.
Yes.
Concerning diversity, equity, and inclusion, that is happening. It's always.
What was the panel that you did?
LA Opera?
Yes.
Yeah.
That blew up.
Did you see it?
Yes.
It was necessary.
It was, yeah. I watched it. It was
Incredible.
necessary. It was.
It was, and it was kind of scary because I had.
Go, James.
I was a little bit fearful, just like.
Yeah.
Of being so transparent. I was afraid of retribution, and you just never know.
I wanted to begin today with a reiteration of LA Opera's statement in the wake of unnecessary violence. As a community of believers in the healing powers of art, we acknowledge the longstanding pain and frustration felt by so many, especially those in our Black communities. We stand with them in sorrow and solidarity, opposed to prejudice, violence, devastation, and inequality. Janae Bridges, a supremely gifted artist and a leader in the operatic community, had the idea of hosting the discussion today about racial disparity and inequality in opera.
I've had these thoughts. I'm singing all over the world, doing what I love, and my people are being murdered every day. Lynched publicly.
I'll start off by just saying what this is. I mean, I was asked to do a virtual recital by LA Opera, and I
as much as I wanted to accept that, I'm just not in a place right now to present in that way. Speaking of our experiences as Black artists in the world comes with something different. It comes with injustices, and that's not easy for people to hear. It's uncomfortable to hear about them, and it's uncomfortable to talk about. But it's time. It is beyond time.
There was something about the image of that white police officer with his knee on that Black man's neck in the middle of the street.
You know, George Floyd, it could be you, Morris. It could be you, Larry. It could be you, Russell. And it could be us, women as well. As artists and as singers, we are required to bare our souls in front of people, in front of huge audiences, in front of intimate audiences. That requires a huge sense of vulnerability. And so how do you tune out the noise?
It seems like we're always walking around apologizing for who we are. It's like we have to be in an environment and try to make everybody comfortable.
I've never been hired by a Black person. I've never been directed by a Black person. I've never had a Black CEO of the company. I never had a Black president of the board. I never had a Black conductor. I never had a Black director. I haven't even had Black stage managers.
Wow.
None. Not ever. For 20 years.
What have we learned, and why aren't our arts organizations ahead of the curve, leading this?
I'm tired of having these conversations with you guys. I'm tired of having them at all. But if we're gonna have them, why not here? So everybody can just hear us, see us, do what you want with this information. I hope and pray that it moves you as much as that video did of that cop murdering that man. And so I hope that this talk definitely inspires people to make change.
The conversation was monumental. It almost sparked a reckoning in the opera world and the classical music world at large about how there are so many underlying issues. I've done what I've always done, which is use my voice. It's amazing to see you and be with you in person.
Hey, yeah.
Because we've been with each other.
Right.
For about 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
Because of the Tulsa,
Tulsa
1921.
Thing, which you sang magnificently.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a great premiere.
Adolphus Hailstork, he is a living legend. He's a composer that has been composing for many years, and he's finally being given his flowers that have been so long overdue. I'm always asked this question, and I actually don't know the answer. So, does the music or the libretto come first?
The Herb sent me the libretto.
Okay.
And it was within a week. I always tell everybody, at least 1 week passed and after the murder, and boom, there it was. And I said, Herb, do you want me to set this? Everybody was feeling fury who had ever seen the tape. And I said, you want me to set this? And he said, would you please?
He's always been a champion of social justice, and I'm grateful to have worked on 2 of his pieces now in close collaboration. I've learned so much from him. This piece, A Knee on the Neck, it's emotional.
Well, it's got that big orchestra buildup.
Yes.
And I said, it's gotta come, you've gotta have a magnificent mezzo come in on that, because boom, after all this orchestra buildup and trumpets and everything, suddenly the soloist comes in and says, This is my commandment. Yes, and wow, you do that. You know, I didn't know who the final performers would be, but I know I had a dream mezzo in mind, and she's sitting right here. And that's true.
Whatever you need, let me know. I'm really open to that. I'm open to notes.
Well, just the B on buttons.
Okay.
If I were to pick out one thing from this morning, the Beyond buttons.
Yeah. Oh, wow. See, I'm glad I asked.
Right. Everything else was wonderful.
And good will be the buttons on your white shirt.
Okay. Yeah. Listen to that. Listen to that, world. Listen to that.
Oh, God. Thank you for trusting me.
Trusting you.
With your music, yes.
You don't know your stature yet, do you? Or are you getting used to it?
I'm getting used to it,
okay,
really.
But
yeah, it's hard for me.
Don't let it go too much up here. Okay?
No.
Don't go to your head.
Yeah, I had to
stay as nice as you are. I hope you will.
I will, and I have a great foundation and family
Good.
and village.
Good.
If I were to get too big-headed, they would say, "Excuse
girl.
me, girl,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Right?
Come back down to earth."
That's good.
Thank you
That's
so
good.
very much.
The pleasure's mine.
First
Thank
of
you.
many, the first of many.
I hope so.
Let good will be the buttons.
He wanted buttons.
National Philharmonic, this is your 10-minute call.
10 minutes,
10
okay.
minutes, top of rehearsal, 10 minutes.
Let good will be the
Buttons.
Good will be the buttons on your white shirt.
Bridges, the stage, please.
Let good will be the buttons on your white shirt. This is my commandment. Obey your master.
Sorry.
I do not know what I will find. Good will be the buttons on your white shirt.
So I play the role of a narrator, a mother, warning my child, advising them how to behave and act if you are to be pulled over. The subject matter is, of course, difficult. And I open up the whole work with my voice as a warning to Black men. Don't aggravate. Keep calm if you are to be pulled over. And then you have the choir who plays like the conscious of sometimes America as a whole, sometimes as the police. So there are a lot of different voices that ultimately are always in the subconscious of Black people. And I was just exhausted learning the work because it was just like, nobody should have to go through this.
Eugene, we covered an awful lot of ground.
My name is Janae Bridges, and I will be playing 3 songs.
All artists go through phases where we doubt ourselves. We don't think we're good enough. We don't think the sound that we produce is beautiful enough. So all of this stuff is baggage, but real life thoughts. And I think by putting myself out there and having people support me and in my corner and help refine my gifts, it's really given me the confidence and the assurance that I have today.
It is my honor, pleasure, and joy to present to Denise Graves the 2022 Opera News Award.
And there's still roles that I am not quite ready for, that are even bigger. In, 5 to 10 more years, even more repertoire will become available for me.
Life and the ministry of your daughter, Janae.
People want to see themselves and feel like their stories are being told. There's a shift happening. It's slow, but I'm hopeful.
In 2007, I became the first Black woman in 20 years to be on the Billboard country charts.
And to this day, I'm only one of 5 Black female solo artists to even chart.
So if that doesn't tell you everything that you need to know about the business, then I don't know what to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Grammy-nominated artist Rissi Palmer.
You don't have to be the judge of people, it's a better place to stay. The mark is out to appreciate the stuff crowd. Don't need no key, where's the chick that I have it in ya? Show the world you're a country girl. See, I'm the kind of girl that says it with a smile. Oh yeah, that's sweet as molasses down.
After I put out my first independent album, I became an entrepreneur, and it's a family affair.
I am a situational writer.
And a second verse.
Whether that's politics, like what's going on in the world, or like what's happening in my house.
And the chorus.
Life is what makes me want to write, because it's so personal to me, and it started out very personal to me as journal entries and poems and that sort of thing. So it's just kind of always stayed there.
Phone rang at 3 in the morning. Looked at the screen, it was you. I was sleeping alone in the basement, wondering what should I do.
Okay. So this is done. So then...
This is the busiest year that I've had since the launch of my first album. I have the radio show and other special Color Me Country events. I am a correspondent for CMT.
When you're not doing all this and playing with our house band, you are on the road yourself, Rissi on the road.
I am. I just went on tour this year. And I'm a mom. Hi, babies. How are you?
Hey! Uh-oh, guitars and everything. Hey.
I feel like we should hug as much as we've corresponded.
Let me be the truth, I'm gonna work for you. Boy, let me love on you, 'cause that's what I'll do. I'm here to be your escape, your getaway. I'm here to love on you.
It's phenomenal what Rissi has been able to accomplish as an independent artist. She doesn't have to conform to corporate country. She can really lean into her authentic voice. And not only in her singing, but in her writing. And I think that resonates.
Boy, let me love on you.
So much of what we love about country music comes from people of color. And that's just the truth. The first string bands in this country were enslaved people.
Black folks have always made country music. And to be clear, what we call country is really more accurately, it's more of an East Coast picking style of the blues. Genre was always a construct of labels and radio to be able to divide and to market to different groups of people. It was all American folk music, but they promoted this as hillbilly music. Meanwhile, the music that black people were making was called race records.
The commercialization of music and this drawing of this color line where black people do race records and then white people over here doing this other thing, hillbilly was always set aside as this thing specifically for white people. And so country music, as we fast forward in time, it has grown out of that, and the people that have been put in place generation after generation in these positions of power, whether they're at country radio stations, at the CMA, at the labels, at the publishers, they are upholding that system. Black people that have succeeded in this industry succeeded in spite of that.
We have a very complex, sometimes scary, oftentimes very dark, but real history that we need to revise and that we need to be honest about. And so I wanted to contribute to this music that I love so much and to this genre that, you know, I've dedicated so much of my life to. I want to make sure that I'm helping and contributing and telling the truth.
So, hi. I have a show on Apple Music Country called Color Me Country Radio. And it is named after this album that this next song comes from. And Linda Martell is the patron saint of our show.
Linda Martell has kind of just been lost to history. She was the first Black woman to ever play the Grand Ole Opry. To this day, she is the highest charting Black woman on the Billboard country charts. She is kind of the beginning of the question, why hasn't there been a huge Black female country superstar?
This is Color Me Country Radio, hosted by Rissi Palmer.
Once I started the show, I realized that what I had done was create a safe space that I didn't have in the beginning of my career. I was 17 when I met my first managers, Dana Lyons and Leslie Leland, AKA Us Girls Entertainment. You know, I think people saw me, this little 17-year-old girl, and they're like, oh, pop star. That's what their wheelhouse was. I remember we were in a hotel room in New York, and I had my little notebook, and they're like, what are you always writing in that notebook? And I was like, just my songs. And so they said, well, why don't you sing a song for us? And so I sang this song. It's called Please Don't Call Again. Terrible song. But I wrote it for Reba McEntire. And they kept looking at each other while I was singing. They're like, and Leslie was like, Rissi, why didn't you tell us that you like country and that you could sing country music? And they said, Rissi, that's your thing. Like, we've been going about this wrong. Like, this is your thing. And so that was the moment that sparked the change, the transition in our focus.
Please welcome Rissi Palmer.
She laid down by the river and surrendered her tears. Such a sweet little angel, little two eyes for years.
So after several years of trying to break into the Nashville industry, living between Atlanta and Nashville, we decided collectively to move to New York to see if there was a way in that way.
She's got a bay, and it wraps itself around her. She's got
Nothing. No interest at all. And so I was like, well, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you're not writing good enough songs. Maybe you're not pretty enough. And so I was like stupid thin and working out all the time. Like, I was really hard on myself, like really, really not good to myself for most of my 20s. Nothing came for years. I'm getting emotional. I was like, well, clearly you're not a star. So that's why. That's why nothing's happening for you. And I remember they used to say that, like the girls would say it. And that would it just killed me. Because again, like, these are the people that are supposed to believe in you. So it was hard. It was hard for a long time. The music industry thrives on hungry, naive artists. And I was one of those hungry, naive artists. I jumped out of the frying pan with Us Girls Entertainment into the fire. I get a phone call. I know this guy, he's based in Atlanta. He wants to meet you. Terry Johnson was the gentleman. Then he had a record label called 1720 Entertainment. So I remember meeting him and him asking me, what do you want? I was like, I want to make music that matters and be famous. And he was like, I think I can help you with that. And so I ended up signing the deal with 1720 and then eventually moved full-time to Nashville. And we worked on this record.
All right, champ, let's do it.
Rissi is the first Black female to fight her way onto the country charts in almost 20 years. Maybe it helps that she boxes to stay in shape.
Please make welcome Rissi Palmer, everybody.
From that opportunity, I got to play the Grand Ole Opry, which was huge. And my family got to be there with me, which made it even more special.
I'm so excited to be here tonight. I stood at the back of this theater almost 5 years ago, and I said one day I'm gonna play the Opry, and I'm here tonight. So, thank you. You ready? Here we go. Ladies, if you understand, let me hear you all clap your hands. If you hear me and you know you're bad, let me hear you all clap your hands. Ladies, if you
all these good things are happening, and like in the background,
I was signing documents and not understanding the ramifications of what I was signing.
I just trusted blindly and implicitly. So like when I was presented with a loan application to sign, I was told that this was for your record. And it's for your career. It's for us to be able to continue to keep funding things. And this is just a formality because we're gonna pay it back. It's just that we had to do this in your name. I was signing my name to contracts that they had worked out through their attorneys for me that were more beneficial for them than they were for me.
So they put you in things, then they insult you, and like tell you that you look like Milli Vanilli or that you have a big forehead and sun shining off of it. Yeah, so then you wait, and then they set you up, and they make you stand there and look natural.
Artistically, I started being told what songs I would record, and I started to feel trapped, like I didn't have any control over my career or my business, and I decided I wanted to be released from the label, but
I was in so deep financially that there was like, I'd have to sell so many records in order to pay all of that back that it was kind of impossible. The only recourse that I had was to file bankruptcy. And 1720 contested the bankruptcy, and so we had to have a trial. And I ended up winning the court case. I got out of the deal. I was granted a release. I lost my master's. I lost my website. And so all this stuff that I had taken all these years to build, all these years of like all the no's and the rejection and all this stuff, it went away with the filing of paperwork. It was like I hadn't existed.
It would have been easy for her to tuck her tail and run after her first experiences in Nashville. It would have been really easy for her to abandon her aspirations of being a country music artist or being influential in this country space. But instead, she used it as fuel for her fire.
This next song that I want to do for y'all is a song that I wrote about the small town where my mother is from. And Somerville is in the mountains, and it's just a really awesome place. And my great-grandmother lived in a house that my grandmother was born in and my mother was born in. Unfortunately, I've lost my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my mother since then, but they're the reason why I'm standing here today. And so I wanted to write this song and do this song for them.
Running barefooted through the summertime, white sheet shine on that old clothesline. You'd say, child, wash your feet before you come inside the heat. I'd show up at the start of June. August always came too soon. As we pull away in our Ford door, you'd stand crying on your front porch. Oh, I never knew. I left too soon.
I know, I hear you, I hear you. Hey. Hi. What's up?
Hi, thanks.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from motherhood and career is that there is no such thing as having it all. And anybody that tells you that is a liar.
Good morning.
Something always suffers. And so it's either like I'm super present with my girls, but like work is, I'm not writing, I'm not really focused on the show, or vice versa. Like I'm on it. And I'm just like sucking at this whole adulting and mothering and wifing thing. You know, I have to try every day to take the pressure off of myself that there is no such thing as perfect. There is no perfect mom. There is no perfect artist. And I'm trying to give everything the respect and time and space that it needs so that I can give an honest assessment through song.
Till I was your mother, your mother.
My mother died of colon cancer when I was 7 years old, and she was only 38.
Yeah, okay, so the idea is, I've been thinking a lot about my mom. I wish I knew her like as a human. I wish I knew her like as a friend. Like I wish I could say like, were there things that you gave up to have me, and what were they?
All the things that you want to know about your mother are the things that probably your kids would want to know about you. Like unfulfilled dreams and like, what did you give up to have them? And
I can't really 100% go for it. Because like to really go for it is to be gone all the time.
yes.
And to be working all the time.
So what type of mother do you want to be?
I mean, I want to be their mom. Like I want to be here. I want to see the stuff. Like that's really important to me because I didn't have that from my mother. So I want them to have it.
That's totally what you're saying with the best of all is mother, you know?
I make mistakes, and I hold them. Growing into this. Growing into this.
There it is.
I was a wild thing running through the streets. I'd be ever 23. Something da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, look at that, a dimple. Grace, this was the last trip we took as a family before my mom died. We went to Disney World. And we were staying in a hotel, and you see, grandmother was very sick. Yeah, you can tell. I didn't realize at the time.
You didn't know that she was sick?
No, I didn't know. Well,
so you never guessed?
I knew that she was sick. Like, I knew in theory that she was sick, but like, I was only 7. So I didn't know, like, to the depths of how sick she was. And, you know, we kept having to go back to the hotel and because she needed to go to sleep and rest. And I just, you know, I was like, why can't we keep going? And I remember being really upset. But I can't even imagine what that must have been like for her. I can't even imagine. I've thought a lot about how my mother's death at a young age affected me. And I think for a long time I was trying to use fame to fill the little hole, big hole, that my mom's death left. It's really hard sometimes after you've been working 3 jobs in one day to sit down and try to write a song. I would say like 80% of my writing process happens in my head. Before it even ends up on paper, I've thought about it and thought about how to say it, thought about how to sing it.
All you saints and sinners, step on. Shine up your dancing shoes.
Better play something funky. Don't like that. Highlight that.
But it'll sure enough make you move.
Better play something funky. Don't like that. That'll sure enough make you move. Ooh. People coming from everywhere. Red, black, and white, getting down tonight, down at the Sip and Sing. Said, oh yeah. Every album is a statement, and so I want to make sure that this is a complete statement before we go into the studio.
2 sparrows in a hurricane. So it's easy to make that mistake.
I'm looking forward to getting on the other side of this album. It's like a hungry child. Like, it keeps asking for more and more things. We're doing 2 different things. One, I'm gonna do vocals on a song called I'm Still Here. It's a duet, so I'm only singing the first verse and then just choruses after that and like some backgrounds. So I guess if you give me a lead and maybe give me 3 background vocal tracks.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a tree standing in a hurricane, you can't knock me over with a little rain. No, in the rolling thunder you can hear my name. Yeah. Like a natural wonder, I'm built to stay. Hey, built to stay. I'll never fall on shaky ground, too strong and tall to cut me down. Ah! Shit. Down, to cut me down. That's how I'm doing, I guess. All right.
I'm still. So I think it's better than instead of going up that
Go
you work down. Yeah. I'm still here. Like something there.
Oh. I'll never fall on shaky ground, too strong and tall to cut me down. I'm still here.
Ooh, I'm still here. Like, that's kind of the stuff I think you want to go for. Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I think that's more the stuff you want to go for.
Here.
One more time.
Let's do it one more time.
You ready, man? Yep. All right, here we go.
Never fall on shaky ground, too strong and tall to cut me down.
No. Let's just stop. We're gonna stop here.
You want to take a break? Let's
Yes,
go. Let's go.
Oh. I'll be back. We're gonna schedule more time. Thank you.
912, black male on foot, 591D, acting erratic, possibly armed, code 3.
Brothers and sisters, don't believe what you've been sold. They can bury your body, but never touch your soul. They
Seeds was written in 2014, shortly after the district attorney in Ferguson, Missouri decided not to press charges against Darren Wilson for the murder of Michael Brown. You know, I went to school in St. Louis and I had a lot of friends in Ferguson, so I remember seeing and hearing about this the day that it happened before it made national news, and watching the uprisings and the protests and just people just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I wanted to say something. I wanted to add something to the discourse, but I was having a really hard time trying to find something positive to say. And so I found this quote, and it was, "They tried to cut us down. They didn't know that we were seeds." And I thought that that was really powerful.
When they bury our dreams, we push them up through concrete. We growing where they can't see. These roots run deep 'cause we are seeds. When we rise up, no weapon can stop us. No wall can block us. No hate can stop love. We are seeds.
When we put that video out, we pissed off a lot of people. People were mad, like big mad. I can no longer support this, and it's clear that you hate white people, and like that kind of thing. But I kept it up because I wanted people to see, like, this is what your fellow Americans are saying about things that are actually happening. Like, you're more mad about the video that I made than the fact that, like, there are children in cages or that young black men are being shot in the streets. Like, you're more mad about that.
I saw her when she came back and did Opry for the first time in like 13 years, and she performed Seeds at the Opry. And I don't know if y'all been to the Opry, but the audience at the Opry is not the Seeds type of audience, okay? Like, everybody's there in their jeans and their flannels and they looking like, yo, what is this chick talking about?
I said the battle is now, and we are the army. I said the battle is now, we are the army. Said the battle is now, we are the army. Said the battle is now, it's now, it's now, right now. Hey, when they bury our dreams, we push them up through concrete.
The biggest advantage of being an independent artist is that I don't have to answer to anybody for anything that I want to do. I can just do it. I think like the video for Seeds is the biggest thing. That's a video that I would have never gotten the green light to do when I was signed.
No hate can stop love. We are seeds. Hey, hey, said we.
I'm an artist advocate. I care very deeply about how artists are able to maneuver within the world and within the music business. I care very much about empowering them.
The guards got to change. Like, it has to start there. Because if it doesn't start at the top, how can we expect it to start? Like, how can we expect it to change at the bottom? It's very exciting to see Mickey hosting the ACMs. It's very exciting to see Jimmy winning Best New Artist on the CMAs. It is. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Next sentence. Who's on the boards of these things? Who's making the decisions? Who's directing the shows? Who's doing the choosing? I don't know that it's a purposeful leaving out. I think it's just like this generalized idea. This is what it looks like, this is what it sounds like, and so this is what I'm going to look for. This is what I'm signing. As an artist, it's frustrating. And so I'm kind of at a place in my career where I'm just trying to figure out how do we get wins on the board.
The Long Run Festival is a 4-year-old music festival in Leicestershire in the UK. Pretty much anybody who's anyone in country music or in Americana music in the United States, as well as in the UK, has played this festival. And they offered me the front porch stage for an entire day to curate with artists and call it the Color Me Country Takeover stage. While coming up with the logistics and the flights and the hotels and transportation and all that stuff, we've been trying to raise money because it was really important to me that all of these artists get to go over free of charge. Like that they are being paid and they're not paying out of pocket to do this.
Miko, we're about to go to London.
I know. I'm so excited. We're about to do some real work together, some music together.
Aside from money, the other really big challenge was trying to decide who we were gonna take. And so I was like, all right, well, if this is gonna be the first Color Me Country stage, and the first year of the show was dedicated to highlighting women of color, then why not make that the lineup? I've enlisted my band as the house band for this. Brandon Williams, bless his heart, is taking up the mantle of music director for this whole thing.
Like a tree standing in a hurricane, you can't knock me over with a little rain. No, in roll thunder you can hear my name. Like a natural wonder, I'm built to stay. I'll never fall on shaky ground, too strong and tall to cut me down.
I'm trying to lead by example, because otherwise I don't see it. I don't know how anybody else is gonna get through. And so that's how I've decided to conduct this part of my career. Like whoever I can bring, all y'all get in the car. Like we're going.
I want to welcome you all to London. We're gonna eat fish and chips. We're gonna do British things. Be real proper like. Not use the F word. But tomorrow is where we get up, we put on our fancy clothes. Some of us will put on Spanx. And by some of us, I mean me. And then we will go and we will change the face of country music. Wow. One more time, I say na 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 na.
Long Road, how you doing? Thank you. So my name is Rissi Palmer, and what you are about to see for the next 6 artists is the Color Me Country Radio Takeover stage. And I created this show to give platform to artists of color in the genres of Americana, roots, and country music. I'm so excited for you to hear everybody today, and so the very first artist that you are going to be hearing is Miss Charlie Lowry.
I like to be around people that build tables, because I believe that that's what's necessary. Like, we got enough established tables with not enough seats. And I would rather be at my own table with all the people that I've assembled, that I love and trust and respect, rather than have the one seat at a table that I'm not sure that I can trust or respect anybody that's sitting next to me. The first part of this would not have been possible in the first incarnation of my career. Not only did I want to be the only, I wanted to be the top one. And little things that happened along the way made it clear to me that, like, that's not sustainable and it's not healthy.
Exactly, so it's actually like, no, we're building each other up.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate seeing that and seeing how real it is.
Yeah. And I think it's exceptional because it's a group of women as well, and finding, you know, expressing the strength and beauty in that.
You know, it's bigger than one of us. And that's the thing. If we can take that on a universal level and say it's bigger than me, then we got something. A man couldn't keep us down. It's just not possible.
I've just learned that you have to think globally. You have to think, how can I help all these people?
So I want to do something real special, and I'm going to call up my sister friend who you guys just got to enjoy right before me, Miss Miko Marks. And we are going to world premiere our brand new song. Okay, look. Okay, here's the secret. So next year, me and this chick, we're going on tour together. And so anytime you see Rissi Palmer on a stage, Miko Marks is gonna be right there with her. Because that is my girl. And that is what I'm trying to teach all these artists coming up after us. You have to be way makers. Open up a door. When you open up a door, leave it open so the people can come in behind you. 'Cause I'm still here, even through the mud and tears. Tried to make me disappear. Now we feel for all these years. But whom shall I fear? I'm still here.
I tend to try to make my art into something that I can be proud of, something that my girls can be proud of, because I know that none of this is promised. Like, when I'm not in the room, I want something that remains, that matters.
Come on, girl.
God forgive me, couldn't see my strength.
Come on.
Didn't know the power I was working with. Walked through hell to reclaim my crown. They ain't made nothing that can burn me down. 'Cause I'm still here, headed through the mud and tears. Trying to make me disappear. Down in you.